Scorpio, this is a general reading, a love reading, and a financial reading. Now, this is my own interpretation, so do take that information that resonates with you as your own. And if there's any information that does not resonate with you, leave that for someone else as it will benefit them. Do stick with us though, as there's definitely a message here for you. You can find me on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. Now let's get right into the general reading here today. Okay, so in terms of the general process here for you, Scorpio, it looks like you are going to have a situation where you are at an impasse, that there will be opportunity and choice for you, and it looks like you might have a bit of trouble making the decision. It will take you some time, so I really do see you taking that time to make the decision, because this is not a light decision for you to make. But let's keep that in mind as we go into the general, or both of the other readings here today, as there may be something, a bit of a hint in there as well. Now let's get on to the love reading. Okay. So it looks like recently you've been finding that you've been much more inquisitive, and you've been questioning things and questioning yourself, especially a lot more than you used to. I see you really having grown yourself quite a bit, and I see you feeling a bit confused. I see that you have kind of been giving yourself confusion in the fact that you've been growing yourself, building yourself, and guiding yourself forward. Now, Scorpio, I will point out that you may see this as a negative or a situation that has caused you difficulty, but I really notice here that you are absolutely progressing and building yourself forward currently in this inquisitiveness and in this inner look that you've been giving yourself. I do see that currently you do have some tough times at hand, and I do see you doing your best to take things one at a time. I notice that you have been quite vulnerable, and that you have been sharing your feelings quite a bit. And I see that you have been really trying your best to progress things and really move things in a general positive direction. I notice here that that lightheartedness and that openness that you've been sharing has really given you a lot of eyes on you, that those around you are really taking note and really seeing you for who you are, and they are there to help you. Those around you are both becoming much less selfish, they're becoming very selfless, and they are all looking towards you and looking at you and trying to benefit you. I see that you absolutely are really making those around you see the thought-provoking side of the world, that you're giving them questions and ideas on how to question the world. And I see you really taking that charge and pushing those around you into their future, and that honestly that they will reciprocate to you, that they will push you forward as well. I notice that this is an absolute fantastic change for you, and that that progress and that movement, that vulnerability is all going to push you to have that next love that you are looking for. I see that your relationships in general are all going to benefit, and you're going to have a strong connection with many people around you, many people who care about you. And I notice here that this is going to all push you into what it could be a very strong relationship. I see that you, in this thought-provoking mindset, will also be pushing to get clarity and answers. And there will be someone around you who will be giving you those answers, and you have been waiting for that person to give answers. And that person is going to be very clear and precise with you, and you will respond in kind. And I see that for some of you, there will be that new relationship blooming for you through that person is just the person you've been waiting for. Now let's get right into the financial reading here. Okay, so in terms of finances, it looks like you absolutely, Scorpio, have been having some tough times recently. That I see that there has been a very fundamental change for you, and I see that your finances are on the fritz. I notice that for some of you, you are feeling like you are run completely dry, and that you are worried about what's next. I see here that for the most part, This is a situation where things are tight, but they aren't dire. They're basically, you're just on on the ropes, that you are worried, but that things aren't at the very end of possibility. And I do see some difficult times here in this, but I do see positivity in the coming times and in the future. I see those around you, the higher ups around you, will really start to acknowledge you and your hard work. And I see that you are going to be pushing through and pushing into that next scenario. I see for those of you in a working position that you will find something is elevating and escalating you onto your next position, onto your next job, onto your next bit of work. And I see you absolutely succeeding and progressing. I notice here as well that after this takes place, after you've been noticed, that you are absolutely going to find that your gut and your intuition really shows forth, and that you're going to see things in a new light that you have never really noticed before. I notice here that you're going to be acknowledged in a big way, and that you are going to be able to acknowledge others the way that you've been acknowledged. And I see you pinpointing those around you who will really benefit you and really assist in progressing you and them. And I see you really taking heed of this and really taking your intuition and your subconscious eye and really knowing how to progress and taking a pinpoint accuracy on how to get forward and progress your life forward the fastest. So that brings us to the end of this reading here. I will just reiterate that I can be found on YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram at Weekly Tarot Light. I do weekly longer videos, daily shorter videos, and I do personal readings, so get in touch for those on Facebook. I'll see you next time.